Previously on Fly with the Guy.
First flight, Milan to Zanzibar, 7 hours 40 minutes, 2 hours on the ground in Zanzibar, and then a 30-minute flight from Zanzibar to Mombasa.
I did it!
I forgot my UK power adapter.
I've been trying to make my wallet fold all day. Cashing in my dreams, big payout. Underneath my money tree, big shade.
Where's it at? Good morning, freaking flies. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies. Today we are starting our, well, not starting, but this is part of our 6 nights off here in Milan, and I have been invited on a bit of a road trip to PISA, P-I-S-A, okay, which is so wild because, I mean, growing up, who didn't know of, at least, the Leaning Tower of Pisa? And so, is this a bucket list item? Check it off the list. I think the ride is like 3 hours away. I was up last night after dinner trying to catch up on editing, so I was up till like 3 o'clock in the morning and fell asleep, forgot to set an alarm, missed breakfast. So I am going to try to maybe go somewhere and grab something quick before we leave, but I think we're leaving in like 20 minutes. I know everybody talks about drink your water, stay hydrated, but there's something about these long 8 and 9 hour flights that I feel like it takes days to no longer feel thirsty. I be so thirsty. And I drink water, like, this bottle is 1.5 liters, right? I drink one, if not 1.5 of these during the flight, and still get on the ground feeling like a fish out of water. Oops, I think that's my ride. So, yeah, that's it. Let's go. And it looked like this. It's so clean. The US could never.
It's really cool. And what is this here?
This is the first bit of trash, and it's even organized trash. Like, the United States could never. For an alleyway, child, New York would. We would be kicking
the can. Yeah.
And the rats would be running across our feet. Yeah, it's like the dandelion.
The one that you see on the European fields.
Right. But look at the plants. There's a snake plant. There goes a ZZ. Oh my god, that's probably like the smallest peace lily I've ever seen.
Okay, poison ivy.
Pothos. This little shop. I could just live out here.
Look at the seashells. I can make a nice push-up route with this.
Oh, this is hello. So we have been walking around Pisa. Very nice afternoon, taking it all in. Fun fact, most restaurants in Italy close down between like 2 and 7. They just close between like lunch and dinner. And so we didn't time that part right because it's now kind of like 5 p.m. And whereas we want to eat, most of the good restaurants are closed. So what we are going to do is start driving like back towards Milan. It's like a 3-hour ride, and so we'll go 2 hours into the drive, and by that point, you know, it'll be well after 7, and then we can have dinner, and then we will continue on back to our destination. So that is the plan. Let's get some really good Italian food. Good morning, well afternoon. The weather vibes are not it. I stayed up to 5 a.m. this morning because I was editing a vlog. I did get that one out. I've got to catch up on vlogs, so it's probably a good thing that the weather is not, because we wanted to go to Lake Como today. And I can't just keep being out here fool-la-la and neglecting work. Also, I'm a whole teacher out here, and like winter break is over. So I need to like get back in teaching mode, and like there's a whole other side that I don't even really film because it's a flight attendant channel, not an education channel. We did assessments and stuff on the kids, so like there's new groupings and kids are like learning different things now. Some of them are further ahead than what we were at, where we were working at, are well beyond their instructional level. They're like moving into independent, so we need to get them back into an instructional level. And then there are other kids who are actually further behind than where we were, and they were actually operating in their frustrational level, not in an instructional level. So there's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. So it's a lot of looking at data, using your like teacher knowledge, and like determining the best course of action. I also need to just unpack and tackle the laundry. I've worn almost everything at this point, and we need to edit. But first I'm going to run by Yvonne's room. She let me keep food items in her room when I left, and then I'm probably going to order some food to be delivered here because I don't want to eat at this restaurant and I don't feel like walking in this rain. So I got the goods. When I tell y'all, this reusable shopping bag, beach bag, utility bag that I got from IKEA a while ago, I have more than got my money's worth, and I wish I had a link for y'all, but I can never seem to find one. Hey y'all, so it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. I have not completed a fraction of what I thought I was going to do this morning, but let me tell you what I have done. I've rested. I am about to actually do something at this point. I have all of these receipts, Jesus, that I need to reconcile some of my expenses. And you might be asking, Brandon, why are you reconciling your expenses on the 5th of the month? Well, I don't talk about the like financial side of like being a flight attendant, which it has been requested, and I do promise. Speaking of which, I'm going to make a video about it. I am about to kind of be on vacation for like 10 weeks. Yeah. And during that time of not flying and having like flight attendant vlogs, I think I'm going to do a massive new hire series with a ton of videos around the hiring process, training, getting on the line, crash pads, explaining scheduling in more detail, talking about budgeting as a flight attendant, commuting. I'm going to talk about all the things in that. So if there is something in particular you might be curious about, drop it down below in the comments and I'll be sure to add it to my list. I already have a current list with 12 videos for sure that I know I'm going to film, but if you give me something that I haven't added to my list, I'll do that. Back to me and all of these receipts. So I'm not a keep a receipt type of person. However, our company, were reimbursing holiday dinner on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day up to a certain amount if you were flying on that day or on a layover. Well, where was Brandon? Christmas Eve, layover. Christmas Day, layover. New Year's Eve, layover. New Year's Day, flying. So I get reimbursements for all 4 of those. I caught myself taking pictures of the receipts. I don't know where those pictures are. So I kept dinner receipts mostly. When I went out to the bar and stuff like that, because that doesn't count alcohol, it's just for food. So I kept my dinner receipts. I just need to go through these and find the picture so I can submit that stuff for reimbursement. Because I could have did it when we just got paid last week and I forgot. But I'm going to do it for when we get paid next week.
Everybody is out trying to find something to eat or some coffee or something. This is really very...
To the mall. Oh look, they got old iPhone cases, like my old phone. Should I get a new case? I've been rocking this black one. Let me look around. But we made it to the mall for multiple reasons. One, to just eat something different. None of us really wanted like fancy food because I've been balling here lately and treating myself to the best restaurants. And when I was going through that stack of receipts, I really put in perspective, I don't even want to know how much money I spent while on this charter trip. I mean, I'm making a significant amount because the per diem clock has been running since December 21st and it's still running for like another week. But I still need to be mindful because, you know, I got to go back to regular life. So we're going to get something to eat, and then there's a grocery here and we might check into some other stores as well. So I really don't know Italian, so I am trying to figure out where are the snacks, because I need more snacks for my hotel room. Oh, these look good. Found them. I'm running out of hands. Jeez. So I have a bunch of chips because they're like €1 and some tea. And I just want something to have in the room for lunch tomorrow. This is all desserts. So I'm looking for like a quick grab. Something that's already made. It's a lot of skill.
So we don't pass.
Or a thing